Play.
Cool. We're in game.
You are white.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Everyday with Zach Jose. And today, we're doing the first ever ChessCast with Miss Kaitlyn Ang. Hi, Kaitlyn. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well myself. You know, just sitting down to play one of my favorite games with one of my favorite people.
Sweet.
Oh, and you made it a 30-minute game, too. Interesting.
Well, we wanted extended time, because last time I timed out, and I was going to lose anyway, but I want to actually finish a game.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be good. Sorry, I'm really thinking right now.
And just so that everyone knows, I do not play chess. So this is going to be great.
But, yeah, it's just, a regular old ChessCast. Is there anything on your mind, Kaitlyn? Anything you want to talk about?
I mean, I'm doing pretty well overall. Today we had a nice morning to wake up to. There was some good news that was relieving for a lot of people, which is great. Just generally, I'm having a good time. I studied for 5 hours last night, so I could have today to relax, which is great.
Awesome. Well, now you can relax playing a low-stakes game.
Yeah, we'll see about that. This is annoying because I was a fool, but that is fine. That's okay. We will roll with punches.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So, I could just pull up a list of questions to ask and then just fire away. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, what gets you excited about life?
Just knowing that there's good, passionate people I can spend it with, and just they're also looking for the same fulfillment, and just having that security that I know it seems not like it, but the world is a good place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it just makes me happy. And then also obviously finding my own purpose and being one of those people who are trying to make it a better place. That just gets me that honestly is the reason why I wake up. That is the reason why I go to class despite it being COVID and every cell of my body doesn't want to.
Interesting. Do you have a concrete example of that?
What do you mean?
Or just I don't know, it sounded a little general, what you were talking about.
Yeah, I think okay, yeah, no, that's a good point. So I have this friend, and we honestly only met through we were just people who were in class. We weren't we didn't meet through clubs or anything like that. We just were both struggling in a chemistry class. Mm-hmm. And then we met each other. We're hey, we both want to go to office hours. Let's just chill out. We have the same schedule. So we bonded, and we actually became pretty good friends. And then COVID happened, so I didn't actually get to see her in person anymore. But it was she still kept in contact with me, which is great. And we found out we were again in almost all the same classes this quarter. So now I have a study buddy for literally everything. And what's amazing about it is that she's so passionate about what she's doing. And it makes me feel more motivated in one, studying chemistry, but also just I don't know. It just makes me feel so happy that there's someone who's as crazy as me also taking 21, 22 units. And we are not struggling as much as we could be. And that's because we have a genuine grasp on what we want to do and where our goals are.
Awesome. That's cool.
Also, you moved and I didn't even notice.
Yeah, sorry about that. It was a subtle move.
Zach, come on. What about you, Zach?
Sorry, let me look at the question. What gets you excited about life?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 9-move checkmates against my friends.
Nice. Very, very nice. Yum,
Um,
yum, 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 yum.
I requested a rematch. You're a good sport though.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
it's because I suck at chess. I would only be a bad sport if it was like something I was like super good at and I was like, ugh, mad at myself. I'm just like, oh, I don't know chess. I'm fine with this.
yeah. I think part of it though is true. I learning I'm really like fond of. So, um, kind of like your example of doing it with your friend. I like to
Mhm,
to do that as well to kind of like absorb, I guess is the
mhm.
word, because I feel like everyone has something to share. Um,
Yeah.
and so I'd like to think that I'm willing to take that in.
Mhm.
Hmm. So you moved your you moved your middle pawn first. I can't get a fast win anymore. Um,
Yay!
yeah,
Thank goodness.
but yeah, this is a very tense match. So, okay, next question.
Also, I realized my mistake last time was I thought the crown was the king and the crown is the queen, and that makes so much sense.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
like, why are you moving your king so much? I was like,
uh,
that's an interesting move. I mean, I thought it was a distractor, but now I realize that was your queen the entire time.
yes.
So that was on me.
Which activities make you lose track of time?
Ooh, painting, reading,
Mm-hmm.
um, playing Zelda.
Playing
Yeah,
Zelda.
yes. Did you move? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I did. Yeah. You can also see in yellow where the last move was played.
Yes, I just like I was also looking at it. I forgot.
And then if you hold down your piece, you can it highlights
Yeah,
the
I can
square.
see the places where they can go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see what do I want to do.
So painting and Legend of Zelda.
Mhm.
Those are some. Do you want to? Let's unpack that a little bit. Tell us more about each of those.
So today I painted for the first time in over a month and a half. And
Mm-hmm.
this is odd because when I was spring quarter, I actually was at UCLA by myself for the entire quarter. So I had nothing to do but walk around, study, and paint. So I painted at least once on honestly, it was more like twice, three times a week. And so that would be like maybe like 3 to 4 hours each session. So I was very much a paintaholic. And then now coming home, I have a lot more distractions, like whether that be like hanging out with my sisters or my family, or even just like watching YouTube with them. Like I'm more motivated to do that instead of like spending time in a very solitary moment painting. But then my friend and he sent me a picture of his oil painting. And the second I saw it, I immediately realized like, oh my gosh, I am creatively deprived. I have been doing nonstop studying for the past month and a half. I really need to do something for myself. And then obviously like once I realized that, is that a good one? Sorry. Uh, like I was like, okay, I can't wait for the weekend. I'm definitely going to paint. And then so I did, and it was great. And I'm planning on painting another painting actually inspired by one of my dreams. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it definitely makes me lose time because it takes a long time to make everything look nice. And like I'm kind of a perfectionist. So it takes even longer. And then like even if I'm unsatisfied with it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I immediately start regretting it. So just thinking about that also takes time. So yes, it's definitely a time consuming thing, but it also makes me so happy, which is great. And then as for reading, same thing. I can get immediately enraptured into a story, and like it just makes time feel so like it. At the same time, it feels endless because you're in the story and like days can pass for the characters, and it feels like days are passing for you too. But
Mm-hmm.
also, it's like, oh, time is too short. Literally, the sun is going down, and I haven't finished my book yet. Also, I just like to say I am definitely a person who is like a binge reader. I cannot read books for more than a week long. I must finish a book in a day or two. So that's not
Really?
great. Yeah, that's not great for my studying, but that's also like a good weekend, you know? That'd be my perfect weekend. It's just like doing stuff I love, painting, reading, things like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Okay. Have you read any good books recently?
That's another thing, right? The whole part of the binge reading is I can't do it as much. So I have read one book recently, which
Mm-hmm.
is the sequel to a series I love, the first book I loved, which was called The Red Scrolls of Magic. And then I read, I think it's called The Book of the White, but I don't actually know if it's legit because I read it online and the book just came out. So I don't know if it's like a really good fan fiction or the actual story. But
Interesting.
yeah. And the reason I say this is because it was a little faster paced than her normal books. So it caught me by surprise, which is why I doubted its authenticity.
Do you read a
If that
lot
makes
of
sense.
fan fiction then?
Not really, but I just like, fans are capable of writing great fiction. So I figured, oh, if it's not the author,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like with the same characters and like kind of the same possible plot, then maybe it's a fan fiction.
Interesting. One time I
Yeah.
wrote a little piece of fan fiction and it got to like the top 300 stories in Wattpad in that like particular area.
Genre.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Very
pretty
exciting.
impressed. I know. And I spent like 10 minutes writing it too. I was like, this is a funny
Oh,
little
what
story.
was it? Oh,
It's about um video game characters coming to life. So,
vegan.
video game. Sorry.
Video game. I was gonna say, I was like, uh,
Yeah, they're dead.
interesting concept.
Yeah. But gosh, I don't even know how you play, Caitlin. I'm gonna be honest with
Bro,
you.
I'm literally not. This is so bad. This is probably a terrible podcast. I'm sorry for any listeners out there because I'm just like, I can't concentrate, bro.
Yeah. Um, I don't know if 30 minutes is enough time for you. I'm gonna be honest.
No, kind of terrible.
But
It's
yeah.
because I'm answering questions. You answer some questions, Zach.
Okay. Um, let me look up a question and I'll answer it then.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh well, I guess I'll just go off of yours. What activities make you lose track of time? I think, like one of the more prevalent ones I can ascribe time loss to is video games. That's
Hmm.
like such an easy way to do it because I'll be playing like a game online or with friends or even by myself and I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, the sun's up already." I was awake through the night.
Oh no.
And while a lot of people are like, "Man, you just wasted it." I'm like, "You know what? For the majority of the time, like I had a fun time. I was learning if not like game mechanics or like storytelling or whatever. I I genuinely enjoyed the game. So, that's time well spent." Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um You scare me with these puns. I swear.
It's the only piece I know how to use effectively.
Yeah.
And
They're
effectively is, oh, it's not even effectively, okay? That's questionable.
oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's what happens. Okay. Okay,
I
okay.
actually set that up. I was pretty proud of myself.
Oh man. Well,
I'm still gonna lose though, but it's fine. Like I felt like, oh, at least I captured something, you know?
yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was a blunder by me. That word gets thrown around a lot, but I think it's a chess phrase originally. When someone messes up big time, that's a blunder.
Hmm.
It's a fun little word to add to your vernacular if you wish.
Yeah.
But I mean, other than video games, I think what else makes me lose track of time? Uh, I think reading too.
Mhm. Yeah.
But like a certain style of reading, because every so often I'll be reading a book and then I just kind of like wake up a little bit and I'm like, I really did, read that last page. Like, I do not care about this book at all right now. Like, it could be a good one, right? Because earlier this year I started reading Harry Potter, and I would say a majority of people who read them are like, those are great books, and it's, I wouldn't deny that either. But sometimes I'll just be like, this is awful. But, like I said, more often than not, I'll be engrossed in it, and like, yeah, it's definitely good. I mean, yeah, because part of it's building the world in your head.
Yeah.
And then the other part of it's, you have to take time and actually read it and understand what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But then because like the different levels of reading into it, there's, level 1, which is like, okay, what's happening right now? What are the characters doing? And then level 2 is like, what is right now? What does that mean to the characters? How does that make them feel? And then level 3 is like, so what's the author trying to convey here? Is there like a hidden or deeper meaning to this passage than what you can understand? So, yeah, it's all fun.
Yeah. I mean, Harry Potter is a great book series. It was probably one of the first things that like drew me into fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Did you read them before they all came out?
No, I do not know how old I would have had to be, but I know that my dad, that'd be like more his generation if he read them as they came out. By the way, what did you just take?
I took your pawn.
Perfect. Cool. Thank you.
And you can, on the right side in the move boards, you can click like through previous moves if you wish.
Oh, whoa. Okay. I see that.
Yeah.
Fun.
And then at the end of the game too, you can do an analysis of the game. Like, it'll show you where you messed up or where you could have had a checkmate in 2 moves. It's kind of humiliating.
That would have been devastating, honestly.
But yeah. Kaitlyn.
What?
What? Nothing? So, okay, Harry Potter, that's a good series. Did they have, so I know they came out with like Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Was that any good?
Like the movie or the books?
Well, I thought it was just a movie. What?
It's based off a book. It's kind of like it's honestly like a field guide. Like, it's just something fun that she wanted to explore, so she just made a field guide where it's like, oh, like these are literally these are the Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. It's kind of like, what are they called? Like in an encyclopedia, right? In an encyclopedia of Fantastic Beasts. The movies are pretty good in my opinion. I don't know. Like, they're part of the Harry Potter world. They're nothing like the original Harry Potter because, again, they're making like 5 movies off of one field guide that wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
Wait, 5 movies you said?
I think so. I heard that. I don't know if they're still doing it because COVID might have messed everyone's plans up, which, makes sense.
Wait, I gotta look this up then. I don't care enough about it to look it up. Yeah. Let me. Okay, I gotta think about this. What did I do? What was I thinking?
I don't know. Zach Jose's mind is a mystery.
It is. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh, Kaitlyn. I think Um, I think I'm thinking too much of this game at the same time as I'm thinking nothing of this game. So I guess that means that we're going to move on to the next question.
I'm so stupid. It's fine. Mhm.
What is worse, failing or never trying?
Never trying. If you fail, you always have the ability to be like, I tried to any capacity, whether it was my best or not. Like, yes, I got rejected or I failed. The fact that you did something that you would not have done otherwise, or maybe even like you've done something that someone else hasn't done, that's so empowering because you don't have to regret anything. If you don't try something, you never know what might happen. And that honestly drives me that drives me more crazy than if I was like, oh man, like dang, that humiliation, that embarrassment. It's like, no, you want to be able to say that you did something and you did it to the best of your ability.
So has this ever come up, in your life?
What
Where
do you mean?
you never tried something and that was worse than failing it?
I generally am. I wouldn't say so. I feel like I'm a person who really does try to do as many things as I can, and if there's something I cannot do, it's like because I cannot do it. Or sorry, if there's something I do not do, it's because I cannot do it. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely believe in like living in a moment and trying to enjoy yourself as much as possible. And honestly, a big part of that, like, genuinely did come from like knowing you and seeing you are as such a spontaneous, fun person. Also, get ready for this queen.
Yeah, no, I see it. It's scaring me too.
I mean, you have a rook, and that's what the castle there, so that's fine.
Okay.
Now you have two castles there.
Yes, miss. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I really don't.
I love to hear that because I definitely do not know what I'm doing.
Well, if you look at the pieces under my name and the pieces under your name, I only have +1. So, I had your queen for a lot, and I was winning. I was winning. But then you took mine back, and I was like, okay, now I'm losing.
I
And,
do be how that goes.
oh gosh, okay. But it's fine. It's fine,
It's a fun game.
We're okay. We each have like 3 power pieces left, so that's good.
Uh-huh.
And each piece in chess has rankings. I don't know them myself.
Hmm.
Okay, so pawn is 1, knight is 3, bishop is 3, rook is 5, and the queen is 9.
Hmm.
And I don't know under what metric they measure that, but rooks are
So you're up. You're up by quite a
very
few
strong.
points.
By 2 points even.
Hmm.
Yeah. But maybe not for long. Cool. Let's go to the next question then. Oh, nice move. See, if I traded, it would actually be a deficit of me. Take your rook
Yes.
and then you take your knight.
Yes.
But, so I won't. I'm not going to. But, I thought of it for like a split second before I was like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing anymore.
Love to hear it.
Oh gosh. Oh, see. If you had, another one of my
Yeah,
pieces.
but then you can take it. It's okay. It's fine. Moving it. I'm okay with this. I have to be. I am such a poor player.
Okay, what makes you smile? That's a question
Hmm.
for the podcast.
What makes me smile?
Yes.
Hanging out with the ultimate Zach Jose, of course. What else would there?
I was thinking something more like, I don't know. Isn't there a song about that?
We'll trade pawns.
Okay. I was thinking something like Raindrops on Roses or Whiskers on Kittens.
Raindrops and roses, whiskers on kittens.
Or like Bright Copper Kettles and Warm Woolen Mittens.
Yeah, for sure. um, Sorry, I'm trying to think about why I wanted this piece there. Can't for the life of me remember why.
You know you haven't moved your rook yet, or your bishop, I don't think. Oh god.
Yes, I know. I am aware.
I think it's just a matter of, well, okay. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win, but
Yeah, no, yes,
I just
definitely.
need to figure out how.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been in this situation so many times where I'm up, but then I was like, oh, this would be good because it targets the king, and also it's in my reach. But then I mess up, I blunder, and
I hope so. Please do again.
so, yeah, that's always tough. But I'll answer the question then. What makes you smile? I think, yeah, it would also have to be playing games. Earlier today, I was playing chess, and this guy, he just messed up big time. And I was like, yo! And I was just in my bed on my phone, like, he messed up. He made the classic blunder. And I couldn't, like, help but laugh out loud. Which, is silly, but what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
I think I know.
I don't.
Well, I mean, I'm enigmatic. I will not answer that.
Okay.
But, okay, genuinely what makes me happy is spending time with friends like this, obviously. Even though I'm failing miserably, it is fun because I'm trying something new and with people I care about. But also just like simple things like going on a walk. Like Thursday is the day I only have 3 classes, so I have time to really enjoy myself, and that's so precious to me, and I didn't even realize how precious to me it was until I didn't have that the rest of the days of the week. So that was nice.
Thursdays, you say?
Yes, Thursdays.
Yeah, those are Thursdays are actually kind of good. I can relate to that. I only have 1 class on Thursdays, and it's good. Okay, I'm looking at more questions. What is that? Because you're poised to take my knight. So if you do that, so if I do that, then you'll do that, and then I can do that, and then you'll, I don't know, or I could just save the knight. Yeah, that's a good option. Did I ask you a question yet?
You asked me what makes me smile, and I was saying the simple things in life.
Yeah. Like, okay. Is there a food that makes you smile? Like when you take a bite of it?
A food that makes me smile? I don't know. I am too engrossed in the feeling of eating to notice.
So my brother, whenever he takes a bite of a good dish, he'll like let out an audible like to express his like acceptance of it or how much he loves it. Yeah, I could have taken your pawn. I really should have done that. Gosh dang it. Wait, are you gonna mate me? No, you can't possibly. Nuh-uh. No. Okay. I was scared. I was so scared, Kaitlyn. You had me. Shoot. You had me for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I'll think of. I don't know. Well, my sister and I, in high school, when I was in high school still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna let you do that. We would always go to Jack in the Box and order their tacos, which are so good. And we just get them by the boatload since they're like 50 cents each. And so I think that's one of the foods where I'm like, I mean, I guess a comfort food almost, where it's like, yeah, this is the stuff. Shoot, I'm +4, but you have way more pawns than I do. I'm pretty sure I could. Oh gosh, I don't even know anymore. Oh, I'll just do that. Okay, how about that? But yeah, you take a bite of those tacos, it's like, You have any good stories, Kaitlyn?
Stories?
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, not new stories. Let's see, what do I want to do? This is difficult, man. I think you got me.
Mm-hmm. Is there any time? Is there ever a time where people are like, "Hey, Kaitlyn, tell us a story," and you're like, "I got you," and then you just like tell the coolest story in the world?
What story do you want? I like recounting other people's stories. I could tell you a crazy story, but I mean, I also have to remember this is on a podcast, so it can't be like too crazy. It has to be like kind of heartwarming, kind of got to like has that Hallmark movie-esque, kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So you only have crazy stories, is that what you're saying?
Yes, those are the first stories that come to mind. And it's not even my story. It's like someone else's story, which is crazy. I don't think anything like crazy happens to me.
Don't say that,
just, like,
Kaitlyn. Don't. I know crazy stuff happens to you. Or. Okay. Maybe that. Wait.
Well, okay, first of all, think about this. How many crazy things have happened because of during quarantine? That's not like it has to be completely self-driven. Like you have to be so active in making a crazy story because things don't happen to you anymore because there's nothing to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you can change it to whatever you want.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, was that did that sound surprising?
That's fine.
Okay.
Makes me feel more confident.
Yeah. It's really come down to this, hasn't it? Oh my god.
Okay, you have the queen advantage. Like literally nothing can get you. Like
oh, totally.
You're just me, but we gotta play through.
Well, I don't know what else to do. I think I'm just gonna destroy you piece by piece.
That's fair. I would do that too.
I really need to work on that, man. As much fun as I have having fun. Okay.
Whoa, did you just say something on a podcast?
I said fun.
Zach Jose.
As much fun as I have having fun, Kaitlyn. Okay. Take it. I dare you. Take it. Take it. Take it. I dare you.
Take what?
My knight.
I couldn't. You have me in check. I am physically not able to do that.
I forgot about that.
You just conveniently forgot that you must inform someone if they are in check. By the way, you didn't say check, so, you know.
Oh, are you gonna try and sue me for a win?
I'm just saying.
You do have a case. Okay, check.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I think the smartest thing you could have done is go to c3, because then I wouldn't be able to take your bishop.
Oh, that's true. No, I couldn't, because you have the knight there.
Oh,
You're trying to fool
true.
me.
Yep.
You're trying to fool me.
Listen. I just started learning 2 days ago, so.
I mean, I get it. I'm a very foolable person because I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Now, do I get another queen, or there's got to be an easier way to mate you?
I'm great. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Piece by piece.
Piece by piece. Running around the board.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna try and win this without advancing that final pawn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my pawn's right there, so there's there's no point in advancing unless you think that like I'll stumble upon it. Again.
Did you pun? Make a pawn pun?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Just keeping track. Nah, I can't do that. Dang it, Kaitlyn.
What?
I'm gonna have to. I don't know how to mate with the queen and the knight.
I'm sure there's a way.
I'm
I'm
sure. I'm gonna look it up.
I have literally one piece. There's no way I can win.
Yeah, like I said, the best you can do is draw. And either that is we make the same move 3 times in a row, so like move a king forward and back, or yeah, it really doesn't matter at this point. So I pre-moved a bunch.
That's
gonna be good. So it's your turn. Yeah. Same deal. And then.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, this is probably my fault, but because you pre-moved so much, I could have actually gone to the right and taken your queen because you pre-moved.
But I have my queen kind of playing guard.
But no, that's what I'm saying though. Because you pre-moved, does that mean that you like if I can take your queen, it will pre-move your pawn forward?
You can't, but the king can't get anywhere near the queen without support.
No, okay, here's what I'm saying though. Because you pre-moved, like let's just say you pre-moved like what, 4 moves?
Uh-huh.
I could have gone to your queen, like diagonally at least, in those 4 moves. Would your pawn still have kept going forward?
Yeah, but
then I could have taken your queen. You see what I'm saying?
I kind of hear it, but Kaitlyn, your king only moves 1 space at a time.
Well, no, I know, but I was actually in the middle, so it would have only taken me 3 moves to get there.
Let me check.
Yeah. No, this is like, you had to move like 6 times, but I moved all the way to the left to take your knight, which is my mistake because I didn't know you were pre-moving.
I did say it, but
no, you said it later. You said it after I moved already twice.
But Kaitlyn, you can't. A king can't take a knight under any circumstance without her moving into his area of attack.
No, what are you talking about? I'm talking about the queen. I could have taken the queen.
Or a king. You can't. A king cannot take a king, ever. Or a king cannot move into a queen's area, and then take it. He can't put himself in check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Unless they're like sleeping or whatever, which I don't think happens in this version.
Okay. I actually haven't tried the check rules here. Like if I try to move another piece, even though I'm in check, so I don't know actually if that would work. But
it doesn't. Yeah. Well, if you click on the piece, it won't highlight anything for them to move unless it's only to get out of check. It's actually pretty nice because I was like, why can't I move my bishop? But if I moved it, then I would have put my king in check. So it's very good about that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, Kaitlyn. What are we gonna do with you?
I don't know, man. It's a rough life. I'm just gonna keep moving in this space.
Check. There you go. Check.
Nice.
There you go. So, here, before doing anything, hit game analysis.
Yeah.
And it'll show you like, it'll ask you to like, hey, you could pay money, but you don't need to. Actually, check Discord. I'm gonna be. I can share my screen with you.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, it'll show us the game. So on the left, if you're watching the video, you can see your preference because white moves first. They always have like a little bit at the beginning, but because of the nature of the game, this bar will shift constantly. And so for a little bit here, you're winning until you challenge my queen. And then the black starts winning a lot. So then we have this go. Actually, hold up. Right here where my queen is up for grabs. You take. And that was a good move. That was probably the best move you could have made right there. And you start winning for a bit actually. You had my have my stuff, you know. But then this pawn kind of like makes no sense. You know, I'm making silly moves over here with this castle because apparently that wasn't good. But then the way things are moving, it starts favoring me again, you know?
Yeah.
Now I'm up 7 points. And we continue, and you still haven't developed your back row right here yet.
Yeah.
And so this rook is useless. That's why I was able to take him.
Yeah, so easily. Yeah, for sure.
Or that's why I wanted to take him, actually.
Yeah.
But the way things keep moving, and then eventually it just, you know, falls under that. And then, you know, we play footsies for a bit. Yeah, chess is a fun game.
For a bit? You mean for a long time?
Yeah, and that was it. Cool. Do you want to go? Do you want to go again? Do you want to? How long have we been going for? Let me check.
A long time, dude.
44 minutes. But yeah.
I mean, we can go off podcast and we can just play a game.
Okay. All right. That's good for me. Well, thank you, Kaitlyn. You know, for just playing a game with me and for talking about.
This is probably the biggest mess of a podcast because both of us were so unfocused on what we were saying and on the game. So you know.
Yeah. Hey, tell you what. It's it's gonna be fun though. I think people will enjoy it. If you like this podcast, be sure to let us know. Give the channel a like, a subscribe, maybe a hit that bell a little bit. Share this video. Comment down below what your favorite move was in the game so far, or a classic blunder that one of us might have fallen for. And then Kaitlyn, do you have any? Do you want to shout out your socials again?
Sure. I guess Instagram is not underscore Michelangelo, but instead of the O, it's a 0. That's because all I post on there is art and music. And then YouTube is Kaitlyn Ang. Facebook, Kaitlyn Ang. Friend me.
Cool. All right, everyone. Well, that's been good. Yeah. That's a wrap.